So pretty much for my entire life, I've felt indecisive about almost every single decision I've ever made. In high school, I kind of went back and forth between what colleges I wanted to go to and what major I wanted to go into. I kind of bounced back and forth between videography and journalism, and would go to marketing and something else in the business world. I've always loved kids, so for a while I thought that I wanted to be a teacher. Literally all of my friends had committed to universities by October of our senior year. I didn't even apply to the school that I was going to end up going to until spring semester of the year we were set to graduate. I ended up going to Truman State University to study speech-language pathology and audiology. Out of the few choices that I'm still secure in making to this day, Truman was definitely one of them. I think a college experience was something that I definitely needed at the time. I met hundreds of new people and my very best friends. Those are the people who taught me to believe in myself and showed me what it's like to be confident in yourself, and I think just gave me overall happiness. I was also lucky enough to meet Andrew my senior year. Overall, the things that I gained from my social life were definitely worth it. However, on the school side of things, I was definitely unhappy. I've never really been the best at school. Truman is known for having a great education, but it came down to the fact that I was just studying something that I wasn't passionate about. Like I mentioned before, I love kids. I always have and I always will. I think it takes a very special person to go into education, and in my heart I know that I was really great at it. It just wasn't for me in regards to my long-term career. I now know that that's okay, but unfortunately during college I didn't really accept that until the end of my senior year. So I was set to graduate in a degree that I just really didn't love. After graduation, I moved to St. Louis, which is where I am now. I knew that I wanted to obtain my real estate license, I just really didn't have a set plan in action. Real estate was something that I always had in the back of my mind, but as an 18-year-old, I wanted to go to college and a real estate license doesn't require that, so I just never looked into it. Eventually, after a few months of nannying, I finally got myself together and started studying. My classes were going really well, and I really felt confident about my choice. Truthfully, I hadn't been this invested about learning something in a really long time. I mean, I was constantly listening to podcasts and reading blogs and doing pretty much anything that I had in my power to learn as much as I could. I finished my classes, passed my tests, and signed with my current brokerage. It's a really scary thing to make such a big career change when you're in your 20s, especially right out of college with debt and no savings, but I also want to recognize that it's equally as scary when you're in your 40s with 4 kids to take care of on top of it. I think the biggest thing that I've learned so far is that if you truly want something, there is a way for you to get it. The way that you get it is probably not a straight line, especially if you have other life factors affecting how and when you get there. I wanted to start my social media presence not only to share things about real estate, but also just to show me and my personal life as well. I will be sharing a lot of real estate related things because it's my passion and I want to showcase myself as an agent and show off what sets me apart. I hope you take away something from my content, even if it's not real estate related, even if it just puts a smile on your face for a second in the day, then I think it'll be worth it. Let's do this.